I am now introducing Insane Ian. Achievement unlocked!
Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian, I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and on this show I react to comedy music from the perspective of a comedy musician, because that's what I am, and that's what I do, and that's what this is, and that's why you're here, and that's why today I am finally reacting to Deadpool vs. Peter Griffin rap battle by Fightmarker. If this is your first time joining us, yes, I am a comedy musician and I react exclusively to comedy music because that is what my field of expertise is. What this means for you is that I'm going to pause the video. Kind of a lot, actually. This way I'm not talking over or laughing over the lyrics and missing them. This way I can discuss how the video and lyrics work in tandem to help enhance the comedy. Sometimes I'm analyzing, sometimes I'm summarizing, sometimes I'm explaining jokes, because that's always fun for people, and sometimes I'm just sitting back and laughing my damn head off. It's a crapshoot, whatever you're gonna get, but I think it's a good time. If you like that sort of thing, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help the channel out, consider supporting me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these reactions early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, all of that out of the way. Let us dive into today's video. The very often requested reaction to Deadpool versus Peter Griffin. I have been putting this one off for a bit, mostly because this is a 10-minute rap battle. And I, if you're new to the channel, tend to yammer a lot. I constantly yappin' is what I do on this show, as you can tell from this long intro. So 10-minute song means that this reaction will probably be an hour, if that. Either north or south of it. But also there's going to be so many references. It's a 10-minute battle. Let's just dive in and get this going. It's been requested by a lot of people, so here you go. Oh, what am I getting into? Good logo.
Rap battle. Peter Griffin versus Deadpool.
Looking at it now. Okay, Deathstroke the Mask, Bueller the Postal Guy, Harley Quinn, Bugs Bunny, and yep, I read all of your suggestions, and I saw none say me versus Fight as Jared from Subway. Oh.
So I'm guessing all of those were rap battles that Fightmarker has done before, and all of those are characters that some people say Deadpool is similar to. Deathstroke the Terminator being the biggest one because Deadpool's real name is Wade Wilson, and Deathstroke is Slade Wilson. So yeah, we've seen Deadpool in a rap battle before. He's famously in the epic rap battles of history battle, Deadpool versus Boba Fett. And I actually also did a Deadpool rap for a X-Men cipher that I had cut from the X-Men cipher because other people in the cipher were problematic. So, but my verse from it is available here on my channel. But regardless, already digging the meta-ness of it, and Deadpool breaking the fourth wall, talking to the camera, because it was on the page. You have Peter Griffin, and then it scrolls down to Deadpool, and he's bringing up all the videos that have been similar characters. It's a lot of different characters, though. I mentioned Harley Quinn, Green Lantern, who Ryan Reynolds played before, and also references in the Deadpool movies. There was a lot of them. Let's go back. Read all of your suggestions. The Mask. The Mask is also a very meta character, and apparently had a battle.
Mask.
Ferris Bueller broke the fourth wall a lot in his movie, and in fact had a end of after the credits scene of him coming out and talking to the camera. What are you doing still here? He's in a bathrobe. Go home. The movie's over. Go home. Deadpool 1 copied that after credits scene with Deadpool in the same robe in a similar looking house, coming out and saying the same thing, and then giving teases as to what Deadpool 2 was going to have.
Bueller
the Postal Guy. From the game Postal, or the movie version of the game Postal, directed by Uwe Boll. I I'm guessing that's who they're referencing here. That one, yeah, he's a little bit of a meta character too.
So guy,
Harley Quinn we mentioned.
Quinn,
Bugs Bunny, you know, the progenitor of all of these.
Bunny, and
yeah, Green Lantern. Yeah, okay. We've gone through them all. It's going to be a lot of references that I'm going to try to get to. If I miss things, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be able to get to everything. I'm not. If I do, this reaction's just going to take forever. But I do like that he's on the highway from the opening of the first Deadpool movie. I like that the exits are Xavier's school April Fool's deadline, so I guess this came out for April Fool's one year. And Rob Liefeld, one of the creators of Deadpool, who, despite creating the character, does not understand the character. I'm sorry, so many more people came after Liefeld and get the character and have established more of the character's lore than Liefeld did in his introduction and know the character better. Sorry, not sorry. Comic fans might be coming for me.
all of your suggestions, and I saw none say me versus fight as Jared from Subway.
Also, Jared from Subway is an old school reference. I don't think a lot of people may remember who Jared from Subway is. Jared was a normal guy. Heavy on the air quotes. A regular guy. He was touted as being a regular guy. He was not a spokesperson, but he lost a lot of weight by walking to Subway and getting Subway sandwiches as his diet. Just walking there, getting subs, walking around a lot, dropped tons of poundage. And so Subway made him their spokesperson. Didn't properly vet him, and it turns out that they found out he how can I put this delicately that won't get me demonetized? He was into CP and possibly SA'd some Cs. We'll leave it at that. Became very problematic. They dropped him, and he's, I think, in prison. Maybe. We'll see. But regardless, yes, Jared Fogle, you can read up on that if you want. But yes, Peter Griffin kind of looked like the before version of Jared. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Here's my first issue. I barely give enough a fuck about you to diss you.
That's a direct rip from the ERB Deadpool battle. Here's my first issue. I barely know enough about you to diss you. Because because Boba Fett at that time had only appeared in 5 minutes in the trilogy with 5 lines, and one of them is "Ah!" He appears more in the Star Wars Holiday Special animated section than he does in the majority of the rest of the trilogy. But that line is a direct rip from that battle.
Wanna be with me? You'll surely die trying. You've heard of drive-bys, I'll give you a drive. Brian! Your time.
Okay. You've heard of drive-bys, You've heard of drive-bys, I'll give you a drive, Brian. Brian is the Family Guy dog, also voiced by Seth MacFarlane, who also voices Peter Griffin and Stewie Griffin and most of the town. And famously, there was an episode where they tried to kill Brian off, and he got hit by a car, and he was a dead character for several episodes. And people were like, no, we don't like the new dog, bring Brian back, and Stewie used some time travel MacGuffin and got the character back. And of course, I see that they're going to be mentioning the time travel coming up here. Yeah, okay, so, references. Lots of them. Whew.
You'll surely die trying. You've heard of drive-bys, I'll give you a drive. Brian! Your time travel episodes are mad dumb. I thought pilots used to be a thing you ran from.
I thought pilots used to be a thing you ran from. Now, that's a weird bar, because pilots are the first episode of a show. Not just the first episode of a season, but the very first episode of the show that introduces the plot of the show. It is the pilot episode. And also a pilot is somebody who flies a plane. And so the time travel episodes wouldn't be pilots. I think, you know, the plots, might want to use the word plot there, but pilot would be just the very first episode. And Pilots That You Ran From is the parody of North by Northwest, the Alfred Hitchcock film, where in the movie it's Fred McMurray, I think? No, Jimmy Stewart, running from an airplane, a pilot in an airplane. Is it Jimmy Stewart? I don't remember now. Somebody will tell me. I don't feel like Googling it. And so Peter Griffin parodied that in one of the episodes of Family Guy. But I think pilot usage there doesn't quite fit, because... Take it back.
Your time travel episodes are mad dumb. I thought pilots used to be...
Time travel episodes are not pilots. They're further in the season. That line doesn't work for me. I think plots would be better, but then, you know, the plot of the episode, and also you can play on the Jewish meaning of plots. Because P-L-O-T-Z and P-L-O-T-S are two similar sounding words, or homophones, but I think that's a word. but you know, similar sounding, different meaning, different spelling. I think that may be what they were trying to do here, but they use pilot instead, and pilot doesn't work, because pilot is just the first episode, and the time travel stuff happens later than the first episode. Wow, getting really into the weeds on this. Sorry.
A thing you ran from. Every now and then your writers come up with something to remind the audience of when you were sort of funny.
Yeah, I haven't watched Family Guy in a number of years, but I did watch it a lot when it first came out, and when it came back, because it didn't last long in its first iteration. And then after a while, I was like, this is getting to be a lot of the same stuff. We're doing a lot of the same kind of cutaway gags. This is getting a little old. I stopped watching it.
Killing attention spans when next to some surfers. Damn, you fuck with children's heads worse than Herbert.
Yeah, there's a character called Herbert the Pervert who is also into essaying some C's. So, I think they've also reduced that character. Well, I would hope so, anyway. But yeah, that's, you know, when the show came out, making fun of that kind of thing was... it wasn't okay, but it was more common. And now it's like, maybe we should just lay off of that, because there's serious implications. Yes.
Unfunny moments, and here's what you get. All of the seasons after McFarlane laughs.
Yeah. I almost said Todd McFarlane, but Seth MacFarlane is no longer a writer on the show. He just does voices. So the show's quality dip seemed to take after he stopped writing the show.
Todd McFarlane is the better comic writer.
And there's Todd McFarlane again, as I almost said it. Weird how that happened. Yes, comic brain. Let's take it back a little bit.
All of the seasons after McFarlane laughs, and Todd McFarlane is the better comic writer. Ha! What? I needed a rhyme for... And you...
Ha! I needed a rhyme for ah! And it's leaning into the oft-repeated Peter Griffin meme of ah! Ah! Of, you know, wincing in pain and having that just take so long to get that job over. Although I think in the comics it's Todd McFarlane with a D, but, you know, who's counting?
Like the blob at his cubicle job, but I think I'd rather just describe you in a song. Every day he's obese, down in those beers like a big Wolverine. My face is one that my mother won't see, and somehow, fatty, you're more ugly than me.
Bravo on the makeup. I guess that was supposed to be kind of like a play on the Family Guy theme song, although the melody wasn't the same, which is also itself a play on the All in the Family theme song. At least visually, when they're starting out there at the piano, it's a play on the TV show All in the Family from the 70s, where the two leads of the show are singing the theme song, but then it gets more Broadway in the Family Guy version.
Holy crap, Lois! Spider-Man's ugly. Canuck would help more if he stayed away from me. When it comes to
A Canuck would help more if he stayed away from me. I don't get that line. I know what a Canuck is. A Canuck is what some people call Canadians. Canucks or Canuckleheads. We know that Deadpool is Canadian, as is Wolverine. He would help more if he stayed away from me. Canadians are helpful, I guess. I guess that would be what it's supposed to be. I don't know. Kind of a weak line, is what I'm saying.
Spider-Man's ugly. Canuck would help more if he stayed away from me. When it comes to powers, this mucks are the lamest. Breaks through 4 walls, but stuck on 4 stages. Welcome to Koha.
Stuck on 4 stages. Is that a thing? Is that a reference to his video game? I don't get that one.
Mucks are the lamest. Breaks through 4 walls, but stuck on 4 stages. Welcome to Koha. I'm glad that you visited. Cause sometimes I forget what an actual griffin is.
What an actual griffin is. And a griffin is a mythological creature that has the body of the lion with the head of an owl or something. Or maybe the body of a... I don't know. It's a mishmash of different creatures. And I forgot what a griffin is. He holds his glasses up to Deadpool and sees that he's a mishmash of different characters. Spider-Man, Deathstroke, etc. Let's take a look at what that mishmash was. By the way, the Griffin family here in live action is some nightmare fuel. Like, Chris and Meg are fine. Chris is a little underweight, but Brian being a man in a dog costume, sure. Stewie being an older person's head on a baby body. I'm gonna see that when I close my eyes. That's horrible.
I'm a Kohog. I'm glad that you visited. Cause sometimes I forget what an...
Okay, so he's got the Deathstroke mask, kind of. Spider-Man body. I don't know what the green arm is. Maybe She-Hulk. She-Hulk broke at the fourth wall a lot too. And the Podlin with the bare arm, the shoulder pad with the bare arm, looks more like Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII than any other recognizable character. I could be wrong on who these mishmashes are supposed to be, because the Deathstroke mask doesn't quite look like Deathstroke. One of the eyes should be gone. But, you know, I get the idea here. This is a good bar. I actually like this bar. But forgot what an actual griffin is. But then the visuals, I'm losing the plot on.
Actual griffin is. Remember when superheroes were just here for laughs?
Peter, what are you doing?
Crap. What? You went to Ajax
Alright, I dig that one too. By the way, the person doing Brian's voice was perfect. I don't know if that was like just a sample from the show or somebody doing an impression, but the Peter, what are you doing rap instead of crack. He's holding a spoon and a lighter. Because there's an episode where Peter does crack. Alright, sure. That is really, really funny. That was a really good bar. Also, this performer doing the Peter Griffin voice, spot on. Really good impression. Really digging that. Let's take it back.
just here for laughs?
Peter, what are you doing?
Crap. What? You went to Ajax to get your cancer erased, only to erase 99% of your face.
Yes, they make that joke in the movie that Ajax is a, scouring agent, a cleaner of sorts. So that's really hilarious. That they're using that reference again in the song. The before and after, the after face was Freddy Krueger. So yeah, appropriate. Let's take it back again.
Ajax to get your cancer.
Also, I meant to mention, Brian sounded like he was about to say something, and Peter just ran over his talking with continuing to rap.
Erased only to erase 99% of your face. Vanessa left you, now you're in her head. Ring of dominoes, you pizza-looking fuck.
That's just a funny bar. Ring up dominoes, you pizza-looking fuck. Alright, and again, referencing what happened in the movie. Referencing it is fine, but using the same jokes as they were used there seems a little cheap to me, personally.
Only in Origins you ain't know their band. Love it except for the cast. Now you got Reynolds attached. He plays you without the suit and the execs to the check. You ruined his film.
I actually really like
There is this debate. That while Ryan Reynolds seemed to be the perfect cast for Deadpool, the perfect actor to cast to play Deadpool, he now basically just plays Deadpool in every movie since. He's no longer acting. He's just playing the same character in everything. And I can see that to a certain extent. I mean, his bio just says part-time actor and lists his is it a whiskey? Or his gin. He lists his gin company and his marketing company more than him acting. So there is that. But Patrick H. Willems does a great video on The Rock and Ryan Reynolds about how they're more salesmen than actors, considering they're playing the same type of role in every movie they do now. So yes, after Ryan discovered Deadpool and kind of made his goal to be Deadpool, he's now just Deadpool in everything. I can see the argument there. I understand that. Also, the Shut Up Meg gag, typical from the show, very funny to include that here.
We had enough of Reddit's favorite super and his rapey humor. Fucking name me tumor, so pay.
That's a line I don't get. 90s comics could be a little problematic when looking at now, so maybe that's where the rapey humor came in. But Amy Toomer, I don't get that. I mean, they say in many things that his face looks like a tumor. That could be part of that, but I don't get who Amy is. I'm sure someone will explain it.
Amy, loser, this shit was trash. Check this one verse where I kicked your ass. Holy crap, Lois.
I'm not Lois.
Somebody's...
Okay, I had a feeling this was going to happen. We're getting other characters in because this is a 10-minute battle. And, yeah, kind of figured, except for the last verse where I kicked your ass, and it's a flashback or a punch-in joke where it's flashing back to what happened at the beginning of the verse, only instead of it being Deadpool, it's now the mask. Alright, I dig this. I dig that kind of approach. I wonder if all of the ones that were mentioned at the beginning are going to appear in this, because I don't know all of fight markers work, so I don't know if they already did those, or if they're just appearing here. We'll see. Please don't make more Sons of the Mask. One of the worst movie sequels, but one of the worst movies ever made. Son of the Mask, terrible movie. Personally, if we ever reboot The Mask, I'd like it to be a little closer to the comic, where it's not quite as goofy, but more of a horror book. That would be great. And that's what the baby rolling by was with the red hair. That's from Son of the Mask. Jim Carrey's not even in Son of the Mask. It's Jamie Kennedy. It's the only person who made it back in Son of the Mask, I think, was Ben Stein. So yeah, okay. That's and yeah, I'll giggity on Lois because Quagmire says giggity all the time on the show. So yes, we're getting references here.
Top man smoking the track. I'm giggity Lois and Nick Moore, Sons of the Mask. I'll Jim carry your ass out the door, you bitch. 'Cause I'm the best green guy he's played since the Grinch. Yeah.
Good makeup in this thing. Whoever is playing the mask, getting good mannerisms, getting good facial expressions. Voice doesn't quite have it, though. I would think it needs to be a little bit more higher pitched. But, for what it is, doing a decent job.
I heard you're the merc with the mouth. Fuck off. Peter, you're a mess.
That's how we just get rid of the mask. We just tell him to F off, and then verse 2 coming up, and then we jump back into Deadpool being back in the battle. That's certainly a choice. That's certainly, it could have been cool to see Deadpool and the Mask trading barbs. especially since they are similar characters in that, the Mask is, at least the film version, is a walking humanoid cartoon, and Deadpool has cartoon elements, but he's not like Slapstick from Marvel Comics. Slapstick in Marvel is basically the Mask, only, I think, without a mask. I don't really know how Slapstick got his powers. He's just an actual living cartoon, and cartoon physics apply to him, so he can't be killed. He gets shot by a rocket launcher, and it just kind of doesn't really affect him. Slapstick is an actual Marvel Comics character, but he's not Deadpool. Deadpool doesn't have Slapstick's powers. It's a whole different thing.
You just order a package from Amazon? What? Going prime on this beat, hearing you three was torture. I'll giggity Lois and then make some more.
Okay, so everybody's gonna giggity Lois, so that's inappropriate. It was inappropriate the first time, but yeah, let's just have that be the running gag. Also, why is Jeff Bezos in this? I'm sure we'll get to that in a minute. I'm sure that's part of the joke. But also, the amount of non-effort here, where the bald wig isn't even glued down. You can see it flapping in the back. I appreciate that, actually. I think that's almost funnier than, like, going the full thing and, like, having a bald wig that looks good. Sometimes I think lack of effort is funnier. It's just... Let's take it back a little further here, to the beginning of verse 2.
Peter, you're a mess.
Did you just order a package from Amazon? What? Going prime on this beat, hearing you three was torture. I'll giggity Lois and then make some more orders. Alexa just told me some nice information.
No! I have a second verse. Peter, you're a mess.
Hey, it's me, Goku. After this verse, I think I'll go do some training. I'll giggity Lois and then turn Super Saiyan.
There is so much chaos happening right now. It's like a Family Guy cutaway gag gone awry. In that, here, let's have all these cameos just jump in and interrupt the thing. And they have nothing to do with the battle itself. Like, they're just random for random's sake. Having Jeff Bezos and Goku and now fucking Hancock? A movie 5 people remember and I'm 2 of them? I saw one other battle by Fightmarker, and that was actually outside of a reaction here. And I found it interesting, and I appreciated the stuff that they were throwing into the mix in that battle. I don't remember what it was. I feel like it was like Angry Video Game Nerd versus Scott the Woz or JonTron or something like that. I mean, it was a bunch of people in that. And it was bizarre. But this is just off the rails and all over the place, and that is funny to a point, but at the same time, it's like, we've had 2 interruptions of Deadpool's second verse, and it's to the point of, yeah, okay, we get it now. Which is the problem with a lot of Family Guy jokes. Family Guy does this Steve Martin thing, where they repeat a joke to the point of irritation. And you get to the point where you're like, yeah, okay, I get the joke, you don't have to keep doing it. But then Family Guy does the thing that Steve Martin does, or at least they did, where they keep repeating it to the point of irritation to where it loops around and somehow becomes funny again. Oh, okay, it's still going. I find the humor in that now. Once again, it has looped around to being funny. Haven't gotten there with this yet. Random Hancock, of all things. Wow. Alright, we're taking it back. And also, the repeated joke of everybody saying, I'm going to giggity Lois. Alright, we see that's going to be the through line with all of these. With their next bar is going to be giggity Lois. Yeah.
Peter, Peter, you're a mess.
Hey, it's me, Goku. After this verse, I think I'll go do some training. I'll giggity Lois and then turn super strong.
Hancock and asshole, your neck will bend different. I'll giggity Lois and make a couple fresh princes.
Can't believe I was in the worst Royale of all time.
Yeah, this is definitely a thing.
SpongeBob, John Kramer, Hero Brian.
This reminds me of the time I was in a rap battle with Hero Brian.
I may be an old, but who the fuck is Hero Brian? Who the fuck's John Kramer? Is that Kramer from Seinfeld? Let's take it back. No, that doesn't look like a Seinfeld background. Who the fuck is John Kramer? Is that Jigsaw? That might be Jigsaw. Random Kendrick Lamar, Eric Cartman.
I was in the worst Royale of all time. SpongeBob.
Got SpongeBob, the neighbor from Hello Neighbor.
Bob, John Kramer.
Kendrick Lamar. William Afton. Hero Brian. Who the fuck is Hero Brian? Scott Pilgrim.
Hero Brian.
This reminds me of the time I was in a rap battle with Hero Brian.
Epic rap battles of brilliance. Peter Griffin.
It's a different person playing Peter Griffin now. Because they're doing it as if it was epic rap battles of brilliance. Not history. And I guess this is supposed to be looking like either Nice Peter or Epic Lloyd playing Peter Griffin here. And whoever is going to be playing Hero Brian, whoever the fuck Hero Brian is. I'm guessing from that thumbnail, it's a Minecraft thing.
Versus Hero Brian 2. Begin.
Welcome to Minecraft. This world is iconic. My name is Hero Brian, but I'm evil, ironic.
Did you forget who's the merc with the best flow?
Andas de fuego a Pedro, como un Pedro.
22 seasons and you still trade blows with chickens?
The worst The Simpsons since O.J. Simpson.
You're the worst The Simpsons since O.J. Simpson. Alright, so we're getting all the different Earth variations of Deadpool now. That voice sounded like somebody different in Nerdcore also. And we got the Fortnite versions of them. This is an ADHD child's worst nightmare. This is just a cacophony of sensory overload. I'll be honest with you, fam. I kind of hate this.
Seasons and you still trade blows with chickens?
The worst The Simpsons since O.J. Simpson.
Admittedly, that's a great line, though.
In Fortnite, I shoot you first, cause you're so huge it hurts. Then kill the verse like it's the fucking Marvel Universe.
Giving your wife shit and your daughter no love.
X-Force, the boy from the chopper.
What the shit is happening? There's so many different voices. Like, I know Deadpool's got a bunch of different voices in his head, and up in the top corner it's saying what Earth version it is, you know, because we're going multiverse for this rap battle. Why not? And now we're throwing Wolverine into the mix.
Stop your violence. We'll crawl and be silent.
That was all played by the same guy, it looked like.
When I tried it. Seen the future, everybody in your life's done. We may be X-Men.
You're the giant-sized one.
You're the giant-sized one. Yeah, because giant-sized X-Men that's a comic. It's a much funnier bar if you talk about Man-Thing, which is another Marvel Comics character, who also did have a book called Giant-Sized Man-Thing. That joke's right there. That you could have used that one.
Are you having trouble?
Yes, I am, Joe.
Then give us something that rocks. You better look like you if you face Quagmire or I'm taking cheat and
So, somebody turned Quagmire into a toilet. I didn't see Jean Grey there. Mentions Jean. Taking a flip on the Giggity Lois, at last. having the person who usually says giggity be the one to say it. Impressive. We got a Cleveland Brown. We had a Joe there. Hey, Peter. So, you know, that's good.
In the ground as well. When I make Magneto even brown himself.
When I make Magneto even brown himself. All right. Decent bar.
Able only 4 when I watch cops, but I don't need legs to sing your swan song. What's up?
Okay. I don't need legs to sing you a swan song, and it's Joe Swanson. All right. Decent bars, but the X-Men keep killing them. Magneto and, yeah. And we got Brian again. Not even a bar, just gets run over by a car again. Amazing. I'll take it back.
I don't need legs to sing your swan song. What's up, dog?
A lot of green screen crashes.
All my friends are dead.
They're fine. They're totally... You're guilt tripping me, trauma dumping. Oh, no. Go back.
Oh. For the last time, now face the wrath of Peter Griffin. About to end up more sick, could I fucking verbal favor kicks in?
What's happening? What's happening? Like... Does Peter suddenly Hulk out on the show or something? The accent drops, and is he wearing a muscle shirt or something under that, or what? What the fuck is happening? I'm taking it back because I have to.
Go back. Oh.
For the last time, now face the wrath of Peter.
Wait. Buff Peter Griffin. Okay. Did we have a different...
Tripping me, trauma dumping. Oh, no. Go back. Oh.
Is that a different actor playing Peter Griffin again? Playing the buff Peter Griffin, or is he just wearing a muscle shirt? I can't tell anymore. He almost looks like the guy who was playing Cable and Colossus just a moment ago. Yeah? Alright.
Time, now face the wrath of Peter Griffin. About to end up more sick, could I fucking verbal favor kicks in? Haven't even had sex to your version, better be scared when I pen these words, bitch. Everything he's bad was less than worth this more than fucking X-Men origin.
Alright, that was bars. I'll give you that. Not the whole thing, but the bit from... Let's take it back. Better be scared when I pen these words, bitch. From that line forward, that was hard as shit. I'll give you that.
Scared when I pen these words, bitch. Everything he's bad was less than worth this more than fucking X-Men origin. Deadpool, you get wrecked, fool. I've been rules, you should red school. Take out your guts to make a mess, you'll be wondering if I'm from med school. I'm a juggernaut, my raps are hot. I break your balls, cause Peter conquers. This bitch is afraid, I'm spitting so great. This one is my name like the Peter Copter.
All of that was great. The level of quality has jumped up in these past bars here. That was phenomenal. And referencing the Peter Copter is really hilarious, because the Peter Copter in itself is a reference of the Thanos Copter from Marvel Comics. But Peter Copter, I think it's even shaped like Peter's head, which is just, a copter for Peter shaped. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, it's a Family Guy joke, but it's also technically kind of a reference to Thanos having a helicopter with his name on it in the comics. Because why would Thanos, a being from another planet, need a helicopter with his name on it? It wasn't from an official Marvel Comics. It was from a Marvel Comics, tie-in thing that they did for, some anti-smoking thing or something. Whatever. Anyway, it's a thing that exists. It's technically in Marvel Comics lore. Whatever.
There are Bryans, my dog and X-Men's director, white fur, blacklisted, canine molester.
Yeah, Bryan Singer, definitely another problematic person that is getting mentioned in this battle. That's great.
Anytime they ever see you bother, they just think of the teens for trauma, or overshadowed by singer problem, like a Kelly the Singer's opera.
What?
They just think of the teens for trauma, or
art overshadowed by singer problems. I mean, by singer's problems, unless you're trying to say singer or something else here.
Shadowed by singer problem, like R. Kelly the singer's.
Like R. Kelly the Singer's opera. Some punctuation might help this a little bit. Like R. Kelly, comma, the Singer's opera. Calling R. Kelly the singer, I guess. Like R. Kelly also being a problematic with children person. Yes, a lot of problematic people involved in a lot of these things. Airing out a lot of that dirty laundry there is... it's a rap battle. It's no holds barred. You're kind of expecting a lot of that, but sometimes some of these references seem to be a little left fieldy. But it makes sense because Bryan Singer directed a lot of the X-Men movies, and Deadpool is technically an X-Men character. Yeah.
Opera.
And then, speaking of R. Kelly's opera, we get a transition into a parody of Trapped in the Closet, R. Kelly's magnum opus, which has been parodied before. Weird Al parodied it with Trapped in the Drive-Thru, but that parody takes a song that is ridiculous from the start, a song that is already ridiculous, and makes it about something mundane, thereby deriving the most from the comedy for it. Taking a ridiculous song and including it in an already ridiculous rap battle, I don't know if you can trump the ridiculousness that's already in it. I do think it's hilarious that instead of saying Trapped in the Closet, it just says fightmarker 3 times. Because why the hell not?
What have you done? You just shot Peter.
But I'm Peter.
No, it's Peter.
Rich Peter.
No, I'm Peter.
I need to take it back just to see what it said underneath Joe Swanson's name, but, yeah, alright. All I can say for this section is this may as well happen.
It's Peter.
Rich Peter.
No, I'm Peter.
He's alive and can walk again. Alright, again. Yeah, this may as well happen.
I've heard the commotion, I'm here to take you in.
But you're falling for my trap and you can't escape, you bitch.
Peter gets up in my space, he's looking awful now.
We may as well have R. Kelly narrate this. We may as well. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
I blow a shot up if I need to.
Only for way to strike back.
There's more fun in store if you open that door.
I get close to the door. I open the door.
And that is, a decent parody of the style of that song where they're singing what they're doing and some of it gets a little repeated. I walk to the door, I open the door. Weird Al, of course, did that the couple steps better in, I open the door, I get in the car, I close the door, put the key in the ignition, I turn the key, start the car, the whole, I put the seatbelt on. It's the overemphasizing of ridiculous moments that don't need to be sung. So, yeah. Taking things to extremes. We dig that.
Somebody stop me, I'm stuck in the track. I'll giggity Lois and make more sons of the mask. I'll Jim Carrey through the door, you bitch. Peter, you're a mess, but that geek was a snore. I've seen better masks at a seasonal store. Why does nothing ever go my fucking way?
Hard relate, bro. Okay, we went back in time, technically time travel bullshit, to that verse, and then he just killed the mask, which you can't do. If that's the movie version of the mask, which it clearly was. You shoot him, he absorbs the bullets, whether he's trying to or not. It's just the power of the mask. But yeah, nothing ever goes your way, because that seasonal store, Party City, they're out of business now. Admittedly, this battle is older, and they may still have been when this came out, but whatever.
Oh yeah? What if I don't wanna? Huh? Don't make me do this. What does that mean? Oh, fuck religion! I don't have any faith! God can strike me down and take my cancer away!
Did you take me in vain? Oh, poor little Wade. Oh, you've...
God, still Peter Griffin. Obviously. There is 5 more minutes of this. I've been recording for about 45 minutes. God help me. Not Peter Griffin, but some God.
Take my cancer away!
Did you take me in vain? Oh, poor little Wade. All you've awakened is true verbal pain. You have a choice now. Repent to your sins or bleed and face an epic rapture of history!
Epic rapture of history is a good line. Having Chris be the part of the... I forget the name of the painting on the Sistine Chapel, but Birth of the Universe, I don't know what it's called. Losing brain cells watching this, so I don't remember things.
Oh jeez, Lord, I didn't mean those words. I take back everything I said since the first verse. Thank you for healing my tumorous cells and these burn marks from being the ruler of hell. Marvel's
Still
arcade
Deadpool.
just come out to play. I hang with Mephisto and spread rumors that he's gay. So many souls, so many found charred. I chill on my couch and watch some South Park.
So now it's God versus Satan, but played by Peter Griffin and Deadpool. This is May As Well Happen the musical.
You're so evil that you're kinda like a villain, and you're so evil I bet you have sex with children and kill them, and you're so evil.
They didn't even put the lyrics up for that part. It was just a cutaway gag of him in front of a brick wall like he's in a stand-up club and just said things that they believed. We know that what they said, and it's what other people in the song have done that were referenced. Except for the unaliving that we know of. Why did so many of you want me to watch this? Thought you liked me.
I bet you hate my literature,
And I'm so evil that I'll waste your finisher.
There might be something in the MCU, but between us, who's the worst MC? Kill yourself. Damn it, I told...
Okay, but between us, who's the worst MC? Fightmarker. That was, write down predictions in the comments. But you know, who's the worst MCU? That's another line stolen from ERB. ERB had the, I think that was from the Oppenheimer versus Thanos battle. You know, you may be somebody in the MCU, but who's the worst MCU? Yeah. Okay.
told myself that I would never touch this, but just take out the X and that's who you're in love with.
I'll stab Megan Chris, keep Riot as my living tool. Hang March from a tree.
Okay, so take out the X and that's who you're in love with, men. So what? Okay, that's twice we've had a Lucifer or the devil is gay joke. I mean, there was a South Park reference, and in South Park, the devil is gay. But he was saying also, well, not Lucifer, Mephisto. Lucifer is a different one. That's the DC one, if we're going by comics. But Mephisto being gay. Like, my camera was charged, and it is on dangerously low to power here. This is... And we're going through killing other cartoon characters and comic characters now, and it's so much.
I'll stab Megan Chris, keep Riot as my living tool. Hang March from a tree and use Stewie for a ritual.
What? Wait. No, it was just the characters from Family Guy, Chris and Meg, and Stewie, and then Marge from The Simpsons instead of Lois? Alright.
Chances of escaping my maze are miniature!
And I'm so holy that I'll waste a finisher.
They keep saying they'll waste their finisher. Devil said it to God, God said it to Devil. And they both reacted with a scream. Meaning, your final verse? Is this just going to stop at some point? Guys, I'm struggling here.
Reynolds gave a bunch of women AIDS, so St. Peter will let him go through the pearly gates.
McFarlane.
What the fuck?
Going to heaven, that's not where he'll be. He'll die at 9/11 and come straight to me. What?
I mean, there was that thing of Seth MacFarlane did almost die in 9/11. But that thing about Ryan Reynolds, if that's a rumor, that's a new one on me. And then we've got the Who Won, Who's Next, but also there are many more minutes left in this battle.
Who's next? You decide. Epic rap battles of...
Don't forget to watch Family Guy.
Wow. I'm Epic Lloyd. Oh fuck, my pizza's here.
Okay, that was funny. He's sitting there with a half-assed bald cap and a newsboy hat, and he just says, "I'm Epic Lloyd," because that's what Epic Lloyd looks like and wears. That's hilarious. That was really funny. I appreciate the low-effort comedy on that one. Just stating who you are, if you can't tell from the look. That's really funny. Alright, that got me. That was good.
Yeah, I have a pizza delivery for Mr. Epic Lloyd.
Gangster. Let me skate.
And we're also making fun of how tall Lloyd isn't. Alright.
What?
Epic Lloyd, this shit was...
Oh my god, they're doing it. As soon as he went for the wallet, I was thinking, are we gonna do a Diss Raps for Hire parody here? And that's exactly what we're doing. Yes, Epic Lloyd is part of Epic Rap Battles of History, but also on his channel for a time, he doesn't do it anymore, used to do these things called Diss Raps for Hire, where people would write in with a problem that they had, and Lloyd would come up with a diss rap for them to diss the person who was bothering them or harming them or what have you. Epic Lloyd, the shit was fucking trash, it bursted my ears and made me want to KMS. I need you to end this man's entire career. And the at is you ripped off ERB 1 minute ago. Yeah, and there's lots of spelling fun there.
Fucking trash. It bursted my ears and made me want to kill myself.
There he goes, reading aloud. Sorry. That was also a good cutaway. That was very funny. To just it being obviously a watermelon that he's smashing. That's very funny.
If you think you little
So we're not even gonna hear the diss rap. It's just gonna be the credits, dude. The credits now. Okay. We have so much here. Fightmarker is Peter Griffin, Deadstroke is awesome as the Mask, Swiska and some Tonic as Deadpool, and Green Lantern. Holy crap. Oh, Rabby as Stewie Griffin audio. Cole the Cole is Brian Griffin audio. That was a decent impression for that line. There's a lot of different cosplayers as the different cosplayers, and Fightmarker as Tyler the Creator. I'm glad I missed that one. The Impractical Jokers I saw off on the side, yeah. All the different Earth versions of Deadpool. Zombie Liquor, Fight Marker, Dilly Channel, Low Presty 101, Little Flex. Alright, I thought I recognized Little Flex's voice in there somewhere. They're... Atomic is Quagmire again. Chaotic Rap Battles. Ghetto Ian from Ghetto Smosh as R. Kelly. Alright. And Freshie was as shit-covered Freshie Canal. Alright. Okay, so yeah, we had all these background characters that were behind them during the God versus Devil battle, and we had Billy Mays and Charlie Chaplin and Steve Irwin and Bob Ross, who are characters that they've done, maybe not Chaplin, but characters that they've done on ERB. I was like, why is Billy Mays in the background? Because they're doing the same thing that they do on ERB when they have battles and they need extra characters. They pull them from the previous videos and put them in there. There's a lot of characters in this, and that's, you know, bravo for getting a lot of people and having some people playing a lot of different roles, but still having this many characters in a battle is impressive.
Pause and rewind.
Why? I was already doing that.
Could have saved them. Through dark times, hope rises and blossoms. I'll giggity Lois and create some green constructs.
What a terrible day to have eyes.
Lantern, baby, remember every vowel. Or next time you'll have a word with the Lantern Council. When shit like this happens,
losing battery power.
I still feel like my CGI was pretty decent.
Look, there is 30 seconds left in this video. It may just be credits, it may be more of this bullshit, but I'm done. I wasted about an hour on this video, and that's all I have in me. There are moments. There are some moments that are okay. There are some funny parts in this. I will give them that. But this was too much. You tried to do too much, and in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, not a fact, it was too much. It didn't land. Not all of it landed. Most of it didn't land. Thank you to everyone who suggested this. I thought you liked me. If you want to see the original video without me yammering all over it, links in the description box below. They put a lot of effort into it, and I applaud them for that, and for putting forth that kind of effort and that kind of attention to detail in their work. So bravo to them for that. And again, some good bars in there, some good effort in there, but as a whole, it did not work for me. If you liked this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things to feed the algorithm to get more eyeballs onto these videos. And if you really want to help my channel out like these lovely folks over here do, you can support me on Patreon, where patrons get to see these videos early, get my music and comedy early, and all sorts of other cool things like that. Anyway, that's all this week. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Jesus Christ.
First line of questions. Yes, I'm here to kill you. And once it's done, I'm the one you need to send the bill to. I'm the mouthy mercenary. I kill folks to get paid. The name's Wade, but don't you dare call me Slade. I get it. See you later, Terminator, or your other eye I'll poke. I must admit, though, I legit won't turn away a death stroke. So buckle up, you chucklehead.